everybody, Tony Diamond here, and this week's edition of Getting Into the Hunt, we're going to talk about clutching. Too clutch or not too clutch? But I think we have to throw some braking in there too. You know, most of the professional leagues that I race in, the auto clutch is the one thing that is always overlooked. You know, in a world where traction control is not allowed and hood view is condemned, the auto clutch is still on, you know? And that's always kind of blown my mind. So when I got into these kind of series and these kind of leagues, I had to adjust, you know? So I went through and just turned every assist thing off in the boxes, you know? No more traction control, no ABS, none of that stuff. Turn off the auto clutch the whole 9 yards. And that, you know, that's always kind of dumbfounded me that gets overlooked, you know? Because in R factor, without the auto clutch on, you know, just in standard mode, it still doesn't destroy your car. It's a little harder to drive, which adds to the realism of it, I think. You know, if you downshift too quick, then you're gonna lock up the back tires. You know, if you wreck or start your car in pit road, it takes about 4 or 6 seconds to fire it back up. You know, that adds to the realism. You know, I don't really think that it's all that important. You know, because in a world of non-assisted drivers, I think it's, you know, really I think it's just a load of crap. You know, it's just an ego boost for these fast guys to say that, hey, I did this without assist, you know, pretty much, you know. And I always think that the cream rises to the top. If you're using ABS and traction control and you're faster than the guy next to you, then he just needs to work a little harder to get it, you know. I guess what I'm saying in short is that, you know, the whole debate over assists is just a moot point. There's always going to be somebody faster than you. There's always going to be somebody slower than you, you know. And throwing these rules and assists and weights and blah, blah, blah just mean absolutely nothing. So, but now back to clutching and braking is what we're here to discuss, now that I've had my rant. Okay, so we have left-footed brakers and right-footed brakers. I like to do both, you know. Depending on the corner and the section of the track, I will switch my braking and foot. You know, sometimes I'll clutch and brake with the left foot, and sometimes I'll gas and brake with the right foot. You know, in the upcoming video, I'll show you how I do it, and then you can make a conclusion on if there's anything in there that you would want to try. You know, because this is what this is about. You know, learning something new, trying something new, and either using it or just kind of discarding it. It's like, that's not for me. You know, and this is the one field that this is completely open to doing. So, in upcoming videos, check them out. And I threw one of me driving around Adelaide and a left-footed breaker from the actual V8 supercar drivers, a left-footed breaker and a right-footed breaker, so you can get the overall conclusion of what it is that I'm talking about and whether or not you even want to try it.
great shot of the footwell of the current series champion, James Courtney, in the Toll Holden Racing Team Commodore. And just take notice of this throttle pedal and how gentle he's got to be on the throttle and the way he has to modulate that. Just look at this, look at this. Tiny little movements. So this is into 6. Heavy braking area, and just watch for the throttle position. Gentle. Again, not flat until right around that kink. Brakes it hard. This is a very slippery spot. Oh, he's almost in the fence. He is in the fence. So now he's trying to get reverse gear. You can hear that grinding. And he's only just bumped the fence, so there's probably not much damage as he wheels it away in first gear, second gear. We were on board as Courtney understeered straight into the outside wall. We saw Paul Dumbrell in there yesterday. It's one of the trickiest and probably in terms of unforgiving areas of the track, one of the most demanding.
So lap 27 out of 59. Mark Winterbottom.
CPS light off.
This is on board with Greg Murphy, looking at the foot dance around here. But Greg is a left foot braker, so braking with the middle pedal there, the little blip on the downshift just to make the transition to the lower gear, to the higher gear, sorry, the lower gear smoother. So here he is, turn 9. Interesting to look at the brake pedal modulation into turn 9 there, Scapey, because the varying surface and the different loads in the car, you've really got to ride the brake pedal to get just the right level of brake application on. Too much is a lock brake and a blue smoke off the tyre, and not enough is slow.
Yeah, exactly. And the surface changes. Not only is it the roller coaster, so you go down through the dip and up over a rise, but in the dip it's new surface, very high grip, and over the rise it's back to the oldest surface. So more than 10 years old, that surface on the way into turn 9.